Time now for the Morning Rush.
And we start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. We'll begin with our next big weather maker. High pressure still in control, so any storm that tries to even get near us is just deflected up to the north. Got a full day of sunshine, going to bed with a clear sky, which does mean nice afternoon temperatures, but very cold overnight into tomorrow morning. Crystal?
And as you get ready to head out the door on the day's top local stories, we start with Fernanda Lopez.
Crystal, 2 Albuquerque City councilors are still pushing for an ordinance on rundown vacant buildings like this one here on Wantabo and Central. Councilors Don Harris and Pat Davis proposed the commercial vacant building ordinance early last year. Since then, it's faced criticism from some and several changes. The bill says if a building is vacant for 12 months and not registered and maintained, the owners could face a $500 fine a day after a 30-day grace period. The bill will now go before the Land Use Planning and Zoning Committee in the next couple weeks. Sarah?
Happening today, school board members are expected to discuss an important program that would help a child who is dealing with trauma. It's called the Handle with Care program. It would be a collaborative effort between first responders and the nurses and counselors at APS schools, making them aware that a child has gone through a traumatic event and to keep a closer eye on the child throughout the day and providing any help that the child may need. They hope to do a pilot program this spring. Adam?
Today, President Trump's Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch meets with lawmakers on Capitol Hill as part of an outreach effort to secure his confirmation. The president officially tapped the 49-year-old to fill the late Antonin Scalia's seat last night. Some Democrats are already vowing to block him, saying he's not mainstream enough.
And this morning, the acting secretary of the Army is now directing the Army Corps of Engineers to proceed with an easement necessary to complete the controversial Dakota Access Pipeline. The announcement comes a week after President Trump signed an executive order signaling his support for that project. Demonstrators have been protesting the pipeline for months now over fears it would contaminate drinking water and destroy sacred sites.
New overnight, some passengers heading to Indiana are waiting until later today to finish their flight. A bomb scare forced an American Airlines plane to make an emergency landing late last night. The plane was heading to Indianapolis from Charlotte. After the plane made a safe landing, passengers evacuated and crews found no bomb or technical problems. Passengers spent the night in hotels.
Western Union will pay millions after people fell for schemes and use its services to wire money. $586 million will be split between 49 states. That does include New Mexico. It will go to people who were targeted by crooks and use Western Union to send the money to the criminals. Attorney General Hector Valdetta says it's hard to estimate just how much money New Mexicans were scammed out of every year.
Today's Metro Threat Index still added 2 because of those chilly temperatures we have out there this morning in the 20s and 30s. But that's all we got. Temperatures today going to climb all the way into the low 60s with sunshine overhead and light winds only about 5 to 15 across the Rio Grande Valley. Crystal?
This morning, more fallout for Volkswagen over its emissions cheating scandal. Volkswagen is now agreeing to pay at least $1.2 billion to buy back vehicles and compensate owners who have larger cars that were rigged to cheat on pollution tests. The settlement covers about 75,000 cars. For details on if your car is one of them, go to our website, KRQE.com.
Customers of Walmart can now take advantage of the company's apparent competition with Amazon. The world's largest retailer is now offering free 2-day shipping on around 2 million items. That's if you spend at least $35. Walmart is scrapping a program it launched last year offering free unlimited deliveries for $49 a year. Amazon Prime membership costs $99 but also includes services like streaming movies and music.
On to new details this morning. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety is releasing safety evaluations for a group of electric cars and plug-in hybrids. 2 models, the Toyota Prius Prime and the Chevrolet Volt, earned the top safety pick plus designation for crash test and crash avoidance performance. The Tesla models and BMW i3 electric cars fall short of the Institute's top award. Kristen?
All right, let's get a check on traffic now. We do have a crash to tell you about. That has the left lane blocked of I-25 northbound right at San Antonio, and this is reportedly involving a semi. So tack on a few extra minutes if your morning commute takes you that way. We'll keep you updated and let you know as that crash clears.
Listen to this. Buying your own private island may not be as expensive as you think. This morning, Willow Reed from the UK has her 4-acre island off the coast of Belize for sale. Bids start on eBay at $504,000. You get a small cabin, a small house with a second floor, and apparently a lot of sunshine.
That is so crazy. That's actually pretty cheap.
I guarantee the price is going to go up from $504,000.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, remember that creepy, somewhat lifelike Tom Brady mask that made its debut at the Patriots season opener? Well, it returned on Monday in Houston The Bleacher Report's Dan Worthington put on the mask, made the rounds at Super Bowl 51 opening night. He was a hit, even with some fans. He even interacted with some of the players. The mask, which reportedly includes real hair, took roughly about a month to make. It looks pretty creepy.
Yeah. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day, and people are willing to shell out some big bucks for a glimpse at Punxsutawney Phil. A study looked at average hotel rates in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where Phil appears every Groundhog Day. The average price for a one-night hotel stay around Groundhog Day stands at about $450 per night. And to compare, a hotel room in Houston for Super Bowl 51 this coming Sunday is only $340.
Really?
Popular guy.
Yes,
It's a big hit.
All right, time now for the 5 facts.
Number 5, now happening today, the popular Santa Fe Museum, Meow Wolf, will be unveiling new exhibition elements. Meow Wolf will debut 5 new upgrades, entirely new rooms, new interactive elements, and a new portal. The exhibit is so popular, they're now considering expanding it to Denver and Austin.
Number 4, this morning's soda tax squabble. Next week, Santa Fe City Council will decide whether there should be a public hearing on the proposed 2-cent per ounce tax on sodas and sugary drinks. The Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Santa Fe is concerned that that will hurt its business. The mayor says the tax could fund things like early childhood development, and if the issue moves forward, voters would have the final say.
At number 3, warm today in the low 60s this afternoon here in the metro. Winds won't be an issue, less than 10 for most of the day, and sunshine stretches all the way through Friday with the temperatures staying well above average.
At number 2 this morning, accused cop killer Devon Lyman is banking on a new defense strategy. His attorneys are now saying that APD officer Daniel Webster's death could have been avoided if authorities had not let Lyman go twice before. APD says Lyman killed Officer Webster after he pulled him over on a stolen motorcycle. In arguing for a lesser sentence, his defense points out undercover ATF agents and police bought heroin and a gun from Lyman weeks before Webster's murder, but didn't arrest him then.
On to number 1 now this morning. The woman accused of stealing a van, then causing a deadly crash, is now facing 2 murder charges. This after a second victim has died. This morning, the family of Shauna Arredondo Bowling is mourning her death. Police say she was in another car that the suspect struck after stealing a van 2 weeks ago. Her 14-year-old daughter, Shaylee, died in that same car crash. This morning, police are still looking for the driver's accused accomplice. That's Paul Garcia.